joining me on my YouTube channel, Turn to Health Guru, and I am your high fiber yogi. I love salad, and we have a salad every single day in our home. If it's not for lunch, then we do have a big salad for dinner each night. So what I want to show you is how I save money and time and able to have salads on the ready with pennies saved, dollars saved, you name it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I save my greens by saving them in plastic bags. But the reason why I want to do this, because when we buy those bagged salads at the grocery store, often we get them and they don't last very long. Or they maybe last one salad and that's it. And you're paying like $3.99 for a special bagged salad that you can do yourself at home and save yourself so much money. So what I want to show you is what I do in saving money. First of all, I don't buy those bagged salads. What I do is buy my greens like this so that they're in a bunch, and then I bring them home and wash them very well. And what I do is I put them in a salad spinner like this, or you can also, if you don't have a salad spinner, just put them on a cookie sheet like this with a cooling rack on top so that you can allow the air to circulate, but it's the moisture that you're looking to get rid of. So any amount of wetness and moisture that's on your greens is what is going to cause them to go bad faster. So the purpose is to try to get them as dry as you can and keep them as dry as you can. So what I've got in here, my salad spinner here, and I'll show you how this works. It's quite simple. You just put your washed greens in there, and what this does is it literally spins out all of the liquid. And I could keep going on and doing this for quite some time, but I'm not going to do that right now. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of liquid in there, even though I've drained it. And sometimes just for fun, I'll go ahead and do it a few more times, because you'd be surprised how this thing works and how easy it is and how amazingly simple it is to get the liquid out. See that? Great. So what I do is I love to take my greens and make my own mixture. And what I do is I chop them up, and I'm going to chop some kale now. And like I said, with kale, first of all, we're going to get all the liquid out as much as we can. But with the kale, you want to chop your kale up as fine as you can. So the problem a lot of people have with kale is the ability to chew it, because it is one of the tougher. A lot of people like to massage theirs with lemon juice or oil. And I actually don't do that, because what I'm doing is I am making batches and batches and batches of this to save. So what I do is I put it in a bowl. I also take my spinach, which I've already pre-washed here. And as you can see, I have my spinach already washed, and it's stored in this big Ziploc bag. And I do reuse these, by the way, because I do believe that it's better for the planet. I'm really not big into using plastics, but these seem to be working really well. So anytime you take some greens out, you're going to wipe out whatever excess moisture is actually in there also. So we're going to go ahead and chop up some of that. And I love also to keep the stems on. You'll notice when you buy your spinach already bagged or boxed, they cut the stems off. And there's really no reason for it. You can eat them. They're just as good as the spinach. There's absolutely no reason not to. So far I've got kale and spinach going. And then this is the one exception that I do make. And actually, if you notice, I don't even know if you can see this, but there's quite a bit of moisture already accumulating inside this box. And the reason why I buy arugula in a box is because you can't find it any other way in the grocery stores. I mean, you can maybe at a farmer's market, but in general, it's not going to be something that you're going to find unless it's in a box. And I love arugula. It's so good for you. So what you're going to do is just throw that in there, and then if you kind of wipe that liquid out of there, and then put a dry paper towel in your arugula, it will also last you a lot longer. One other thing that I do, I absolutely love, is add cilantro to my greens. And this just gives your salad an extra little pep. You know, there's some people that don't like cilantro, and I really don't understand that because it is so amazing. Cilantro in and of itself is actually a detoxifier. If you have worked in metals or been exposed to any kind of toxins, you may have some extra toxins in your system, and this is a great way to eliminate the toxins from your liver, which is where your toxins are stored actually. So this smells amazing. Now believe it or not, I would probably eat this whole thing in one meal. I try to eat a salad as big as my head every single day. So far we have 4 kinds of greens, and notice how beautifully dark all of these greens are too. The darker your green, the darker or the longer your greens are going to last. One more tip for you that we're going to do is that to save you time later when you do go to make a salad for yourself, you're going to add in a few small things. And some of those things are carrots, celery, and onions. And the reason why I do this is because they are considered considerably more dry than, for example, your tomato, cucumber. You wouldn't want to put mushrooms in there and try to save it for a week. But I can tell you right now that this greens mixture with these 3 ingredients, the onions, the carrots, and the celery, are going to last you probably at least a week. You may actually run out. If you're going to be eating salads every day, you probably are going to run out. So what I do is I get my carrots in there. We're going to do a little bit of red, purple onion, whatever you call it. I call it purple because it looks purple to me. And this is a great tool to have too, by the way. It's just a handy slicer. So I've got onions in there. Those onions are actually a little bit more moist than I would like, so I just kind of take my paper towel, and as you can see, it does wick away a lot of the moisture from the onion also. Here we go. Celery. I also store my celery in bags with a paper towel as well, because celery, even though not traditionally seriously super moist in and of itself, does have water, and it will exude liquid as it sits. And so the key is definitely to keep it as dry as possible. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead. This is already all washed, ready to go, so that when I'm making my salad or making my dinners, I don't have to stop and cut and peel and chop and do all of that. This is, I mean, I have to obviously do some chopping, but this is so much easier. Awesome. So what I've got here is my beautiful salad mix, and I'm also going to use a Ziploc bag. I'm going to line it with paper towel. You can also reuse your paper towels, and the reason why is because all this is just vegetable juice, and there's no reason that you can't use those. You can just leave them out, and you can just put your salad stuff right in there. And of course you want to mix it a little better than I'm doing right now. So if you're really liking this video and think this is something that you might want to use and share with your friends and neighbors and family, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and be sure to click the notifications button. You can also share, and feel free to comment if you think this is something that you would like to try, or if you try it, and let us know how that works for you. So here you go, your pre-made bag salad, ready for you when you are. All right, thanks and have a great day.